once you make your decision whether you want to pick your own property or other people's property, then the next step is you need to think of all this furnishing, etc. And this one applies to both, whether it's your own property or other property, it's the same thing. One thing is the furnishing. Okay, what are the big items that are there? When I say big items, it refers to, for example, sofa set, dining table set, kitchen cabinet, fridge, bed, cupboard. So all this, is it there? Or you need to add in, or you need to ask the owner to add in. And then another thing is electrical items. Electrical items like kettle, like toaster, what else? Iron. These are basic things that usually you will need even when you go to hotel. So who will provide this? So normally for small electrical items, if I manage a property, I provide it. So and it's not that expensive anyway. It's just like, you know, sometimes some of the things I even got it for free because I just use my credit card points, convert and buy. Convert to Seng Heng voucher or Tesco voucher, and then use the voucher to buy. So, and then after that when I buy, I swipe my card again, so I get more points. So if the owner asks me to buy this thing, also I don't mind. If the owner asks me to buy and then claim to them, even better. So normally I offer, okay? And then small items, for example, the plate set, the cups, you know, the broom, and then like all these bed sheets, all this normally also I buy. And the total cost, you can buy very cheap if you go to Maiden, you go to Carrefour, Giant, Tesco, all this. You can get all these items at low cost, but it still look good as long as you know how to find lah. When you pick, make sure you pick, don't pick like, you know, very kampung looking or the flower type. Pick something plain colored, easier, so it looks more classy. Okay, and then the next step is you see what facilities you have. This one will apply to the condo or apartment, not so much for houses. Houses, okay, whatever the Majlis Perbandaran, the local authorities provide. So if it's condo, some condo very fussy. This swimming pool, this gym, only the residents can use. Other guests cannot use. If want to use, then need to apply the special card. If like that, then you don't include that in your advertisement. You only pick the items that your guests can use easily, and preferably without any access card, whatever. Meaning they just take the lift to go to that floor and then straight away use it. Okay, and then if it's just a normal house, then you check lah. How far is it to the nearest playground? How far is it to the nearest shops? How far is it to the nearest bus stop? All this. So all these key points you list down because you will need it when you are doing your marketing. And then think about the check-in and check-out process as well. Who will handle the check-in and check-out? Whether you have to go yourself or you can leave the key for the customer to come take from the mailbox. So you plan it, whichever is convenient for you and your customer. Okay. Usually I tend to handle the check-in check-out because one thing before that I need to handle the cleaning also, or bring the cleaner, or I also like to meet the customer, so at least I can see who is the customer that is checking in. You know, because you can't do background check on every customer, but at least when you go there, and then also when you go there, you collect the deposit in advance. If once a while I am outstation, if I'm outstation, then either I ask my cleaner to help, or I ask them to pay everything in advance, meaning they pay the rental and the deposit in advance, and then I tell them you go and collect the key from the mailbox or from somewhere I hide. So and then when the checkout time, you just put it back, and then I will transfer the deposit back to them when I return. So usually not really much an issue lah. All these customers, they are quite okay. It also depends on the target market that you target lah, and so everything relates. The property that you pick will determine the type of customer that you have. If you pick high-end property, the customer that you have is usually more wealthy, more middle class and upper. Then their taste and their dealing with them will be different compared to the lower range properties that you rent out only for 100 plus per night. Then I would suggest if you're starting, pick the mid-range or high-end property. It's much easier to deal with. Okay, and then the cleaning and the laundry. So normally this one, if it's much better if you have the washing machine in the unit lah. Washing machine rather than you can just clean. Otherwise, you always have to bring home or you have to send to the laundry shop. So this one depends on how you want to manage your cost as well. Right. So the key things that you need to have in each of your rental property, of course, first is bed. So the bed, make sure it's comfortable lah. You have nice pillows, or even it doesn't have to be expensive pillows. You can even get pillows, one pillow $9.90. At IKEA is cheap, but the IKEA pillow that is the cheapest, that one is very soft, very thin. So personally, I don't really like that. I prefer to buy at Tesco or Maiden or Carrefour. Their $9.90 pillow is much better, like more fluffy. And then you need to have a working shower. The toilet should be clean lah, because otherwise then they will, after they check in, then they contact you. You have to come back and do the cleaning. So make sure the place is clean. And then kitchen. So kitchen doesn't have to be super everything, doesn't have to have the latest appliance, but you need to have the basic thing. Basic thing will be like the stove. It doesn't have to look like this. This is a luxury condo standard. You can just put the two stoves that you can buy 18 ringgit, 29 ringgit in Tesco, Carrefour. And then after that, you need to have some, maybe one set of plates and cups and glasses. So all this you can find at IKEA, you can find at Maiden. You go when there's sale, buy. And you don't have to buy many things at one go. You can buy a bit and then later on you add on, because you can add variety, especially like for my property. When I first start renting out, I say okay, only for 3 person. After that, I add up, and then I bring more mattress, and then I allow people to come in and stay for like 6 person. Because as you start advertising, then you can see the demand and the inquiries. People want to add more people inside the one unit, because you maybe sometimes they're traveling for like weddings. Like 2 families come. So 2 family, your property got 2 bedrooms, but they say never mind, 1 family 1 room. So and each family have 4 person. So when you say, oh, I only have 1 queen bed, they say never mind, you just add the mattress. They don't mind. Okay, so you just add mattress on the floor and charge if you add mattress, I charge 10 ringgit person per night. So that's additional income for you. And the mattress I buy only 30 ringgit. So 30 ringgit the soft one, the foldable one. If you want to buy the more expensive one, which is about 99, but that one is not foldable, so you have to stack against the wall. And then whether you provide Wi-Fi or TV. Okay, this one, Wi-Fi is getting more popular now. TV not so much. So if your property doesn't have TV, then focus on Wi-Fi. If your property already have TV, then you can consider take the package that come like if your location have ABN access, that is very cheap. You just pay $79. You get 50 TV channels, I think 50, and then you get Wi-Fi. So very cheap compared to Unify. If you don't have that option, then you put just the P1 or yes 3G, the modem. Take the package, basic package also can, because your focus is just to say, okay, you have free Wi-Fi, but you don't want people to come in and download all the movies. Basically, it's just for them to check email and to check their Facebook, all this. Okay. But of course, if you have customer that is a corporate customer, they might request higher. So then you have to upgrade and maybe take increase your package. So try and check with your internet service provider. Okay. So then the next part is the systems. Okay. So when you have this holiday rentals, over the years I actually developed this system, like booking, standard replies, like the payment process, the check-in process. So for example, even for decoration, you can see in the market, you see your competitor in the market how they decorate. There are many who actually have property that are very good potential in very good location, but they decorate it, make it look cheap. So and the choice is simple. So that I will actually share some tips in my full course on how you should choose your decoration. And I'm not saying go and buy art decor that are 1,000, 2,000 like that. No, it's just a matter of like changing your bedsheet or putting up photos that you can actually just print online, print and cut and then put in the frame. The frame you can buy for like $7.90 at Kaizen. Put in and it will make your property look more high class. Okay, and then the choice of furnishing. So like the beds that you use. You know, you can buy beds at the shop for like 159. You know, I put that in my Cyberjaya property, and my client was like saying, "Wow, you decorate look very tasteful. It's just a plain single white bed, but it's plain white color, so it looks like a bit country kind of concept." So it's how you choose. Okay, your booking records you need to keep. Why? Because you don't want overlapping booking. You don't want like suddenly you what do you call that? You have someone who wants to rent for 1 month, and then you actually already have 1 or 2 days and you didn't realize it. So double booking, that will cost you headache. And then there's a lot of free booking calendars that you can actually download from online, or you just take the code, put into your website, and then when you update on all your website, it will be updated. Okay. The standard replies, I actually already have 1 set of standard replies. So for every of my property, the replies is there. So every time I have inquiry, I just copy paste, change the name only. So every time inquiry, reply, done in 10 minutes for all the inquiries. Sometimes faster, 5 minutes also can finish. So that cuts down the time that you have to work. Okay. The payment process, you have to think. You want to collect money by cash, you want to collect money by Western Union, or bank transfer, or check. You know, so all these options you must give to your customer. Also depending on what you prefer. You know, some customer, if they are from overseas, they tend to want to pay using PayPal or Western Union. Some will even inquire for credit card. So you want to use credit card, you accept which payment processor that you can use. Okay. If you want to use if your target is local, usually very easy. Most local, they just can do online transfer. So rarely that they will use PayPal. And then what's your check-in, check-out process? So you set the time. What time can people check in? What time can people check out? And one of the ways to make your holiday rentals property more customer friendly and to win the hearts of customer is to allow them early check-in or early check-out without any charge. If you do not have any customer before or after. So because anyway the property is empty, and you know, if it's just a few hours, then mind lah, you know, just allow them to check in earlier if it's empty. So then it also helps you, because if you can handle their check-in in the morning, like 10 o'clock they can check in already, then you have the whole day free to do your other things. Compared to if you are so strict that they must check in 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, cannot check in earlier. Then you know, like you have that thing in your head, you say, oh, I have to rush and go and handle this later on. Also, it depends on your availability, your time availability. So some customer, what do you call that? They will insist that they want to come in early, and then even then you say, oh, you have customer that cannot come in, then maybe you can arrange, they can put their bag somewhere, maybe in the corridor or what. So the more you accommodate your customer requests, and if it's, you know, easy to accommodate, then the more pleased they are, the easier, the higher the chance that they will refer you to their friends later on. And then also the marketing and promotion, how you can do it. So we will cover in the next session, as well as in our full course. Okay. So these are like some standard replies that I have like for my properties. So whenever people inquire, I copy paste it. And then the Excel sheet, the booking records. So this one we'll also share for you. Okay. And then okay, the bonus. So this bonus we will share in the complete course. What are the do's and don'ts when you are managing this property, holiday rentals, and then some insider tips. to make your life easier as a holiday rentals owner or manager. And what are the additional things that you can add into your property? Some things are even free. You might not realize it that you already have it. So you just need to utilize it to make sure to enhance your customer experience. It's just a little things. It's not expensive, but it's very easy to do. It just takes some effort. Okay, so basically managing this holiday rental business is not rocket science. Anyone can do it. As long as you want to do it, as long as you have the passion, you can achieve it. Thank you.